Hello everybody, this is Kit, take 412. I don't know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. We just had company, Lee, my sis from Guernsey, and her daughter has been here for the last week and we've had so much fun. Now I'm playing catch up and I still wish they were here so they could be playing along with us. Anyway, I am going to show you another project from one sheet of 12 by 12, and yes, you can see my 12 by 12's not really a full 12 by 12 anymore because I've cut this up and I didn't want to use another sheet of paper. So I'm just going to show you what I did. Well, first I'm going to show you what we're going to do, and then I will show you how I did it. So what we're going to make today is what I call the tag go round. And for those of you that did my pole dancer, you know how I love using the accordion spines so that your mini albums actually become little display pieces, because the accordion spine likes to spread out the pages in a cute little circle. So I'm calling this the tag go round, and this is the prototype that I did, and we can make one like this out of just one sheet of 12 by 12, and it's an ideal little display piece for those large, I call them the Tim tags, the bigger tags, but we're going to make our own tags, and they're not quite as big. They're about 1/8 of an inch, I think, shorter, and 1/8 of an inch more narrow, because I think those size of tags are like 3 1/8 by 6 1/8, some weird size. Not sure why, but we're going to make our tags 3 by 6, and we're going to make them so they look like Tim's tags, but they're not really Tim's tags because they're our tags. They're Kit's tags. They're Gina's tags. They're Michelle's tags. They're our tags. Yes, they are. So anyway, here we go. Oh, let me show you one. This is, again, the prototype, but this is another one that I'm working on that I haven't got it quite all finished yet. So it's going to look a little discombobulated, but what else is new? This is made out of Graphic 45 Ladies Diary paper. And what I did, this just gives you a little bit different view because I made the tags directly out of the pattern paper. And this one's going to be bigger than the one we're making now as far as number of pages, because I did not, again, use a 12 by 12. I used my, I think it's 8 by 8 pad. I think I used the 8 by 8 on this one. Yeah. Graphic 45, Ladies Diary, and I just went through and cut my tags out of different pattern paper, and I've added more things in here too. I get crazy with these accordion spines. So it just shows you, just to get you thinking a little bit, instead of just putting tags in, you could also, like here I put a folded tag in and just a little photo mat and made a little book and put on this one place where we would have attached just a regular tag. I doubled tags together to make little pocket tags. I've just done a little bit of everything in here because this paper is so much fun to play with all the pretty ladies on it, and the colors. The colors are great too, but what Graphic 45 paper doesn't have great colors? I've never seen one. So anyway, that gives you something else to think about. But what we're going to do today, again, it's going to be project 16 of our one album out of a 12 by 12. Look how pretty this is too, just when it's all set up. It just spreads out on its own. That is, again, the great thing about the accordions is they just make everything that you make look like a beautiful display piece. So let's get going. This is a 12 by 12. Play like. Use your imagination, my little peeps. This is a 12 by 12. What you're going to do is you're going to cut your 12 by 12 in half, which is going to give you 2 6 by 12s. Easy peasy. one of those 6 by 12s you're going to cut into 3-inch sections. So you're going to get 4 3 by 6s. Those are going to be your tags. Okay? So cut, 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 cut. There we go. Out of the other 6 by 12, excuse me, I'm entertaining myself too much, apparently. You're going to cut 2 more 3 by 6s, which is going to leave you with a 6 by 6 piece. Off the 6 by 6 piece, you're going to cut a 1/2 inch. Okay? That's why that looked a little whopper-jawed, a little wonky, because I'd already cut that off, and now I can't find it. So we're going to end up with 6 3 by 6s, and these are going to be our little tags, and 1 6 by 5.5. Okay? Now we're going to take our scoring tools, whatever we desire to use. I'm using my score pad. And you're going to put the 6-inch piece up at the top. Excuse me. It's Florida. If you keep hearing tap, tap, taps, those are acorns falling on the roof from our big old oak trees. It's been windy here. And hurricane missed us, though. So for those of you that can't relate to hurricane, if you know what a tornado is, imagine a tornado with lots of water lasting hours. So it missed us, but we are saying special prayers for those people in Louisiana where they did get the brunt of the rain of it. At least the wind wasn't all that bad this time. But anyway, back to our book. We're going to put the 6-inch section at the side, and we're going to come down here and score every 1/2 inch, whichever end you want to start with. Again, right-handed, I'm starting on the easy end. I always start on the easy end. And just make 1/2 inch scores all the way down your section of your 5.5 by 6. 6 inch at the top. And there we go. Now, we're just going to do an accordion fold. And you know what that is. That's where you start folding this way. And you know what? I'm going to get rid of my scoreboard because when I do accordion spines, I finger fold. I do not use my score pad because I have found through the years I can get a much more even accordion if I just finger fold it back and forth than if I use my, what do you call it, burnisher, my scoring tool to burnish it. Because when it starts to get a little wonky, if you're finger folding, you can pull those edges more even. So just a little secret. Isn't this fun? La-ti-da-ti-da. I wish I could sing. I wish I had a good voice. When I sing, people run for cover. Yes, they do. I think I'm the only person that's ever been uninvited from a Christmas caroling group. Oh well, that's another story, another time. Let's just keep folding, keeping our edges as even as possible. It's a small world after all. Spent a lot of time out at Disney, the village, at the Magic Kingdom. Our company was here. Are you bored yet? There you go. Looky there. See how even that is? And that's from finger folding and keeping your eye on the target. There we go. Nice, nice, nice accordion spine. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love it when that happens. Okay, now we're going to take our tags, and if you have a tag, which I do, that's the easiest thing to do to get your tag angles, to get your tops done. If you don't have a tag, let's assume we don't have one, okay? It's about 1/4 of an inch. Let's try this. If you don't have a tag where you can get your dimensions for your corners, it has been my experience that those corners are always 1/4 of an inch, give or take. So what I'm doing is I'm setting this in my scoreboard, and I'm putting this point, I hope you can see, on the 1/4 inch mark right to the side of my 6-inch line. Now, if you don't have that, you can just measure 1/4 of an inch and 1/4 of an inch, and there we go. Now, those look even enough to me. Even enough for government work. Now, to get our hole, I'm going to put it right in the center. That would be 1.5 inch because these are 3 inches wide. And I want it about 1/2 inch. I want the bottom of my hole setting about at the 1/2 inch mark. I have a tag here. Let's see how close we are. Actually, set the top of the hole at the 1/2 inch mark. That's where these other tags are. So, the bottom of the 1/2 inch mark. Just want to make them as realistic as possible. And I'm doing all this in pencil, so of course we can erase it. So let's punch it. And see, once you get one made, excellent. Once you get one made, you're done. You don't have to measure because that will become your prototype. And if you have a good pair of scissors, like Tim scissors, whew, you can cut them all at one time. Now, mind you, they will shoot all over the place, but what the heck. There we go. I like these scissors for cutting through thick layers. You go, Tim. Yay, yay. Okay, here we go. Now, let's go ahead and just line up that hole and punch. And we got all our tags ready to rock and roll. Now, I should erase these pencil marks. If I have any eraser left, you can tell. I make a lot of mistakes. My erasers are down to the nubby nubs. Now, what I would do at this point is decorate. Go decorate my tags. But I'm going to show you how to put it together so that you can keep in mind some things that will become important. When you decorate your tags, what I like to do is decorate the fronts. I don't decorate the backs. So how we're going to attach this is by anchoring the tag on the back to our accordion fold. So let me quit yakking and I'm going to go ahead and assemble this. Now I'm just going to use my tape runner, but you know, I would use the sticky strip or the score tape. You want a good grip on this, and I'm not so sure once you get these tags decorated and embellished, and if they have any weight on it, I'm not sure the ATG will hold it on. It might, but we started out, oops, I didn't this is the end one coming up. So it's where the mountain starts coming out of that valley fold at your very last. I've positioned this so that the ends are shooting up, okay? I'm not an origami specialist, so I think it's called valleys and mountains. And that's going to be our back, okay? Then we're just going to fold that up, put one on here. And this is so easy to do when you don't have them decorated, of course. Just set it down in there. I line up the bottoms. Down here, I want all the bottoms even, not the tops. And you just keep going through your book doing it that way. Hope you're following me here. I have to tear these all out to decorate them, but I do want you to see how easy all this is to assemble. Again, set it at the bottom, set it right in there, get your bottoms lined up. And you're going to continue doing this except for the very front page. We're going to do a double bind on it, and I'll show you why. Or I'll show you what I mean. Well, one at a time, please. One at a time, everybody. Those two must have been really chubby. Okay, now, we've got one valley left here, and we've got one tag left. This is going to be your front page tag. And what I do on this one is I anchor it on both sides because chances are my cover is going to take the most wear and tear out of all these pages and might be the heaviest. So when you design the tag to use as your cover, try to keep anything thick. Try to keep any depth away from the left-hand side of your tag on the front and the back. On these, not worried, because you don't really usually decorate the backs anyway. On the front, you don't really decorate the backs either. But just try to keep this clear so that you can tape it down on both the front and the back, just to give it some added strength. Because anybody that's going to look at this, the most pull is going to be on this front page. So you don't just want it sitting there, because I can almost guarantee you it will start to pull away after a few views, which everybody's going to be wanting to look at it, right? Oh, that's not the best little, I got a little bitty tidge down there. But anyway, there you go. And again, oh, forgot, we need to tape this side too. If you now turn it over and you look, see how this can spread out in the back? I want you to run a row of tape. Again, I suggest scored tape or the red line tape. And you only need to go down every other one of these. Yeah. Can't even see what I did. And then, just start folding them all up. Wasn't that easy? I like spreading them out like that. There you go. And my little darlings, this is done. So I like having these blank ones, because I can go ahead and, as I'm making books, as I'm making other projects, I can take scraps and start decorating these and try to get 2 or 3 things going on the side, if that makes sense. Aren't those cute? And look how easy that was. I am done. the longest part of this project is decorating the pages. And let me show you this again. I know you're looking at it from the top, and it's not done. I'm going to have fibers coming off of all these tags. I'm going to have some dimension on the front. Trying to decide, I want to do some pop-ups here on the front. Maybe pop up this umbrella and pop up her hat. I haven't decided yet for sure. Pop up this flower. And I'm going to have fibers throughout this album. It's just going to be fun, feminine, and frilly throughout. Yes, it will. And I probably will show it to you when I get it done too. I'll work on that. So I hope you had a good time. I hope you have fun making your little tag go rounds. And I can't wait to see what some of you do. These are great if you do multimedia tags too, because it doesn't matter if they don't close flat, because however they close is fine, because most likely we're going to look at them like this anyway as a display. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're doing well. And I'm going to try to get a couple more videos done. So need to go for now. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching and wishing you a brilliant week. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye now.